Hello everyone and welcome back to session 7 of MikroTik Canada's Toddler Tutorials. Picking up where we left off, we're going to continue the establishment of our home lab network for the MTCNA course, and in this session we'll deal with the LAN and wireless connections of the class access point. In the previous session, we talked about the identity of the class AP, the names of its interfaces, and the OSI model. In this episode, we'll first deal with the LAN internet connection of the class AP, and then we'll go over the wireless connection with the trainee router. The first step is to define the DHCP client. DHCP stands for Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, and it's a network management protocol that automatically assigns an IP address to an IP host. As explained in MikroTik's wiki, it helps us assign addresses, net masks, default gateways, and 2 DNS servers to an IP host. The DHCP client can be enabled on any Ethernet-like interface to receive certain optional settings from a DHCP server, such as the default gateway. As you see on the network diagram, the DHCP server that will give us the DHCP client information is actually the home or office network switch that is providing you with the main internet connection at your place. In order to set up the DHCP client, we can refer to the IP menu and the DHCP client submenu and add a DHCP client for the first Ethernet port, which we named as Ether1 to Internet. For this particular setup, we also choose the options of peer DNS and peer NTP, as well as a default route for our DHCP client. By adding this DHCP client, your device, that is R1 or the class AP, should have now received an IP address from the DHCP server. To see this, you can disconnect from the device, and by refreshing the router list in Winbox, you can see that the router's identity has been set to our desired value, and it now has its own IP address. As long as you're connected to the same broadcast domain, you will be able to use this IP address for connecting to this device. But here's a question. What is a broadcast domain? In networking, a broadcast is simply a piece of data that we send to everyone on a given network, regardless of whether they want it or not. A broadcast domain is any collection of devices that receive broadcast traffic from each other. Let's imagine we have a network such as this with 3 computers and 3 switches in between. In case PC1 sends a broadcast that is then transmitted to all other devices on this network, we are looking at a broadcast domain. The point here is that as long as you're connected to the same broadcast domain, you'll be able to discover and be discovered by all the other devices on that domain. To review the current settings of the DHCP client, you can refer to the IP menu and the DHCP client submenu. This is the assigned IP address, and the characters /24 show the network mask. Also, if you double-click on the current DHCP client, you can toggle the designation of a default gateway. As mentioned, if you select yes, a default gateway or route will be determined. We'll talk more about default routes or gateways in the future. Just remember that this is not always the case, and there will be times when you do not need a default route. Now, if you go to the IP menu and the route submenu, you can see that a default route has been created. The letters DAS and DAC are route flags that show you the status of the routes. DAS stands for Dynamic Active Static, and DAC stands for Dynamic Active Connected. Don't worry if you're not familiar with route flags. We'll tell you all about them once we get to the routing module, that is module 4 of the MTCNA course. And as the last piece of information on the DHCP client, if you refer to the IP menu and the DNS submenu, as it was mentioned on MikroTik's wiki to which we previously referred, you can find the 2 optional DNS servers that have been created by the DHCP client. Now, back to our lab configurations. As the final step for setting up our class AP, we need to establish a wireless connection from the class AP to the trainee router. To do so, we will assign an IP address for the wireless interface of this access point. As you can see, the IP address of our intended network is 10.0.0.0/24. Therefore, the WLAN address we need is 10.0.0.254/24. To set this address, we will refer to the IP menu and the addresses submenu and click the plus add button to create an address for our wireless interface. We will input the corresponding address, that is 10.0.0.254/24, and choose the wireless interface. As you can see in the addresses table, a network address has also been created for our device's wireless interface. Well, that's it. Our class access point as the first part of our lab network is now set up, and as promised, it was just a piece of cake. As always, please write any questions you may have in the comments section and subscribe to our channel to be notified of our upcoming episodes. By the way, remember that the MTCNA exam is an open book test, and you can use MikroTik's wiki and the MikroTik Router OS documentation as references during the exam. Therefore, make sure you get the hang of referring to these resources. Alright, so that's it for this part. Stay tuned for the rest of this tutorial. Take care and goodbye.